Hi, welcome to my channel. This is the review of the Rocketek 4-slot USB 3.0 card reader. I've had this for about 2 weeks now, been playing around with it a lot, and we are going to be looking at the pros and cons of the build itself, why I like it, why I don't like it, and we'll be also looking at it on a computer to just to compare its speed to as in comparison to other card reader, how it compares when you're using it in a 2.0 port or 3.0 port. So we'll get right into it. Okay, so right away we'll get started. First of the pros is the fairly small and compact. This is a really small card reader for being a 4-slot card reader. It's really fairly small. I mean, it's not the smallest out there, but it's not huge too. It's easy to carry around, so I would say that's a good thing. The other good thing is the port covers. This guy's right here, keeps everything, dust from going in here or getting into here. Not that much because this is hollow here, but yeah, it kind of covers it. Except for these slots right here, those are not covered, but at least these are covered. And this also, it helps you cover this card in here, so you can leave it in there like almost all the time if you're not going to use it in your camera or whatever you use your cards for. And it just kind of makes it turn into a thumb drive or a flash drive, if I may say, or whatever you call it. So that's a good thing. The other good thing is the activity indicator. So if you put it in a computer, this will light up and it will let you know if something is going on or not. And I could also say that it's a good design. I mean, that's one of the reasons I got it. It kind of looks really cool. It's not the best, but I like the design. It looks great. I like it. It also has detachable USB cover, so it's a good thing. So if you don't want it on, you can still take it off and still looks beautiful if you like it like that. So if you want it even more small, I guess that's there for you. But I like this one, so I think I'm gonna leave that on. And another thing is the strap, the neck strap loop. So you can put a loop in here or whatever and just carry it around in your neck if you're into that. That's an option for you right there. You can just put your you can put a strap in here and then you are good to go. So that's another thing. And the last thing is, I think it's really fairly economical. I mean, cheap. It's not that, highly priced. It's a good bargain. So now, the cons for this thing. First, and I think the only one, is this cover here. Yeah, it just comes off just like that. And as you can see, it doesn't really stay in place. So if I put it here and instead of it staying there pretty tight, it's really loose. Just doing that just takes it off. It doesn't quite stay in place, so that's a really big thing. And what's funny is that you have the loop on here, which means if this is to fall off, you've lost your card. So that's something to watch out for. It's not really strong, like and I kind of like it on here, but that's not a good thing. And that's mainly it for the physical part of this card. So I'll get to test it out onto the computer and see how it compares to my internal card reader. So let's get to that. This is the card that we are going to be using for this test, and this one is the card reader that we are going to be comparing the Rocketek to, because it's what I have. So I already have the card into the internal card reader that I just showed you. So we'll go ahead and open that up. This is the file right here that we are going to be transferring around to see how each one does. And this is how big it is. It's a I could say 2.5 gigs. So I have a folder here. I'll just maybe make another one right here that we can use. So we are going to transfer stuff from that card, which is in my internal card reader, onto the computer. So let's see, what speed it reads it at. There. So as we can see, it's reading at 18, 19, 18, 19. So the average is 18 megabytes per second. So it jumps in between 18, 19, 18, 19, but mostly 18. I'm going to forward this a little bit so we don't sit here and wait forever. Although I think it's going to be about 2 minutes. Right here it says. So I'm going to forward this a little bit. Okay, I'm back. So this is about 90% done, and it's been going 18, 19, but mainly 18. That's the speed it's been going at, 18 megabytes per second. And it's done. That took about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes for it to do all of that. And that's my regular card reader 2.0 speed internal. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the card and put it right back into the Rocketek card reader, but I'm going to put the Rocketek into a 2.0 speed port onto my computer. Okay, so I went ahead and put the card into the Rocketek, and I placed the Rocketek into a 2.0 USB port onto my computer. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this file, get it out of here too, and get the same file and put it on here, but this time we're using the Rocketek in a 2.0 port. And right away we can see the difference. This is running at 40 megabytes per second, as in, compared to, like, it's about just a little over 2 times faster. That's a good thing. Before it was saying here it's going to take about 2 minutes, but it's just 45. It started at 45, so, and it's going at 40. I mean, that's a huge difference right away. Like, it's not even in a 3.0, it's just in a 2.0 USB port. So you can see the difference right away. That's really cool. I would say, it's good even if you're using it just right in a 2.0. It's better than, the regular ones. So as you can see, it stays pretty much at 41.2 megabytes per second most of the time. So you can right away see the difference. But that's not the end. Let's go ahead and delete this one. Go ahead and delete that and put the card into a 3.0 reader. A 3.0 port onto my computer. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so I went ahead and moved the card reader into a 3.0 port, and I'll get back to the file and move it and see how fast it'll go, if it'll be any different from having it in a 2.0. Let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see, from a 41 megabytes per second to 68. 68. That's different. That's good. I would say that's good. and the card that I'm using is rated for 40 megabytes per second. That's its speed, but this is forcing it to run at 68. I would say that's a good thing. I like it. So yep, that was, about 10 seconds right there. So I hope this really gave you some idea of what to expect from getting this card, and help you make decisions. That's been it for this video. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video if it was helpful to you, share it with friends, and if you have any questions at all, you can leave them in the comment section below, and I will get right to them and give you some answers if I have. And I will see you in the next video.